All right, and now I'm joined by, everyone calls her the GOAT, the three-time Olympic gold medalist, three-time Olympic bronze medalist, three-time world champion, four-time European champion, indoor mile record holder, 1 hour run world record holder, third fastest marathoner of all time, won the Olympic marathon after two Olympic bronze medals on the track. Sifan Hassan, it's so good to see you.
Thank you, thank you. I'm really appreciate that you invite me here.
Yeah. So, Sifan, how's the body feeling after all of that? Like, you took a month off, I think, after the Paris Olympics. Have we fully recovered from just how extreme that whole 2 weeks of experience was?
Yeah, it was amazing. I think until January or end of December, I was recovering. I wasn't training. I'm a little bit gain weight, so yeah, it was amazing. So I really took time. I don't think so. I have so long time off since I started as a pro since 2013. This is still my longest time I ever took over. I think 5 months or something. I took off.
So, what were you doing? As an athlete, right? Like, you have the itch, right? You're just like, I don't need to run today. I can't, like, it's supposed to be a break, but what were you doing to fill the time? I'm sure, like, part of you is like, I just want to run.
I'm kind of, yeah, it's like, I haven't, so like as a child, I come from Ethiopia to Netherlands. From Netherlands, I made a lot of friends, and I left from Netherlands to America 2017. So I really have time to always just relax, chat with my friend or chat with family, do anything. So they always like, contact me, like, oh, how can we hang out? I'm always busy, At this time, I just give time for my family, give time for my friends, so they can feel like, oh, yeah, she's there, like she's for us, and we appreciate it. I just hang out. I just always like, have you seen Ethiopian coffee ceremony or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, yeah.
I do that, and I had really visit. I was with my friend for 2 weeks, just like we go out eating, just having coffee and just chilling out. I didn't really run. I think maybe I had so long running. I didn't really miss it. I had yeah, the time I got excited also and nervous is when they told me, oh, you have to do London marathon intervene. And I also look in social media, some athletes are like crazy in shape. I was like, oh freak.
It also feels different, right? Like, after, you win three medals in Tokyo, then you get these three medals in Paris. But it feels like there was more magazines, more press, more TV. How different did the two experiences feel? Because I guess, right, in Tokyo, it was still the pandemic a little bit. And so this time, like, there's just so much more attention after what you just did.
Yeah, it's true. Like in Tokyo, I had very slowly building up is stress because we supposed to run 2020 and the council, and then it jumped to 2021. And as an athlete, you keep continue training, you become the best shape on your life. So it's somewhere it's negative, somewhere it's like, for me it worked out because I work hard almost for 1 year long, and then I get yeah, I was in shape, the best of my I was in the shape. It was a great time, and almost 1 year. That's like, it's a stress, but it take long stress. But the Paris was very intense because like we ran 2023, and then I think I ran Chicago, and after Chicago, I take couple months off. I ran Tokyo, and after that, I had like 4 months or 5 months. I really have to train hard. It's also totally different stress. It's Paris is a little bit very intense, but also like it's marathon. It's just it's totally different. It's
Yeah.
like I understand.
So I want to reflect on Paris, but first, the big announcement this past week is you're running the London Marathon. What are the feelings that come back to you when you think about London? Because it was your first one, and it was also the marathon that made you think that running the marathon in Paris was going to be possible.
Yeah, it is like London is actually where I grew up. as an athlete, also as human being, as a person, when I know that things, even I know that impossible, but still if you keep going it's possible. London is when I was like, I have never raced marathon. I was like just somebody who like, oh, how is possible this to do, and I decided to do the craziest. Like if you told me now go back to do, I will get scared, because back then I was scared. But it's like the challenge, you don't know, but you just curious about it. And I ran, but I didn't know in the middle of the race I get some pain, and I don't know how far I go. I don't know what to do the marathon. I had Ramadan. I don't know how to drink. The drink was, everything was like crazy, but I just keep going, and I win the race. And it just also teach me as a human being, you only know what is possible or not possible when you try, when you just keep going and tried it. After that, you don't know. And that's the time I dream about, oh, maybe I'm going to get, at the Olympic marathon medal. And it's like I know I already had before Paris, couple gold medal, 2 gold medal, 1 bronze in Tokyo. But the gold medal in marathon in Paris is look like it feels like 10 Olympic gold medal. It's totally different. It's just totally the feeling when you cross the line. There's a closing ceremony. It's everything just something beyond, because it's like marathon is like, it is physical endurance. It's just testing human being, how hard you can push, how far you can go.
Yeah. So for you, if we go back to 2023, everyone's seen the interview that you had after the finish line and how you talked about how crazy it was and how scared you were. Is now that you've run Chicago, Tokyo, Paris, is the marathon less scary for you?
It's still, it's still, I don't know, because I think even if you do these things and that's the way you do, of course, because if I look at back first, you don't know, I don't know the journey. Now I know the journey, but still, I think as human being, the brain is still scared, because you're gonna struggle for 2 hours something, some people for 5 hours. You gotta push yourself, you gotta through the pain for so long time. I think still is scary. I think it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much marathon you run, you're gonna scare, because it's like I think the brain is so scared of like, oh, you're gonna struggle for 2 hours, you're gonna struggle for 3 hours, you're gonna suffer, and because it's like you have to focus on one thing for 2 hours something. And also it hurt here, it hurt in body also. I think that's the reason. I don't think so you're gonna go to marathon, I'm gonna chill out. It's your brain automatically just shut down, just scared.
Some people say that in the marathon, you just shut your brain off, and then maybe for the last 10 kilometers, that's when you turn back on and you're like, okay, that's how you break down the race. You can't shut your brain off for the first half of the race?
I don't, for me especially, I don't know, for some reason I struggle actually the first, maybe because I calculate, I don't know how they shut down, but because the first 10 kilometers, actually that is the one I struggle. I'm like, oh my God, it's so hard. Like I have to go again 32 something kilometer, I have to go 35. That's when it take hard. Actually the last couple kilometers, because I know I'm gonna finish, I know I'm gonna lie down, I'm gonna sit down, and like I just wanna the last couple of kilometers easy until at least the Chicago one, because I pushed too hard, and I was like, I just wanna sit in the just like in the in the road at the road. I just wanna like just. I say, why I'm doing this? I just want to get rid of it. I was so tired in Chicago, but most of the time I was like, actually, yeah, I just want to finish. I just like I think my brain took over my body the last couple kilometers. I just want to finish and go over it.
What's the worst you ever felt in a race? It doesn't have to be a marathon, but is there one race that you think about and you're like, oh, I would never want to do that again?
It's like both of them marathon, but the London and the Chicago. So when you ask me the Chicago, the first 5 kilometers, I told myself, no way I'm gonna do this. This is the end of running. I'm done with the marathon, and I'm so stupid that I decided to do this. And I say, no way I'm gonna do. I was so in pain. I think because Ruth takes so hard, I think she also broke. She ran 2:15 actually. I'm the one who ran a PB, and then we was actually sub 10, sub 11, and she won so hard, and we killed each other. She killed me, and I had no pace. It was windy, it was rainy. It was like I think I ran like 4 minutes the last couple kilometers. I lost the world record actually the last 3 kilometers. Most of the time actually I'm good at the last couple kilometers. That is, I think, the one. And the other London, when I went to the first 10K, 5K, I was like, the first 5K, 10K, I was like, they're going to go so hard and they're going to finish this way. And I still pay. I was like, why I did this? Why?
So if we go and reflect on Paris, it was interesting just how, I want to get a little bit behind the scenes and how it was all set up. First was the initial thought, and I remember seeing you in Eugene at the Prefontaine Classic, and everyone's asking, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And you didn't know yet. And at that point, the idea was still to possibly quadruple at the Paris Olympics because you thought it would be fun. What is fun about quadrupling at the Olympics with the 1500, 5K, 10K, and marathon? And how real was that of a thought?
No, it was crazy, but it's like when I look back, like I thought about it. I thought about it. Okay, I already have gold medal with the Olympic. Let me try it. Most of the let me tell you, it's postponed now. But the problem is how they did the schedule is very bad because we come back always at the Olympic. We race in the evening. We come back always like midnight, and then we take the bus and we come like at 1 a.m. And I look at, if I do that, no way I'm going to sleep because I'm going to like come back. If I win medal, I'm going to come back at 2. And then I'll like take shower and eat something, and I have to move for marathon at 4 a.m. because we have to wake up at marathon because for 4 a.m. or something we have to take the bus to the shuttle to the start line. That's take I think around 45 minutes, 30 minutes, I don't know. And you have to be at cold room around 6 something. So I was like snow way. It's just the schedule is crazy. But if they did just normal schedule, I don't know why they did that. If they did normal schedule, it's kind of possible. Especially, you when I race 10K, okay, for example, I race 10K and I come back 2 a.m. and I didn't sleep. And the next day, I think I'll sleep like 2 hours, 3 hours, and I wake up because also, you have a lot of adrenaline. And I wake up to watch my race at 8 a.m. or something. And I watch, and then suddenly I'm gonna go sleep. I wanna sleep, and they told me, "Oh, that is medal ceremony." So I have to go to medal ceremony. I come back. Imagine if I run 1500 meters. I get medal ceremony. I have to stay there, and no sleep at all, no rest. And I race 15. In case I get medal, I have to come back maybe around 2 a.m. and then just take shower, eat something, and I have to get ready for marathon.
So I remember in the months leading after Prefontaine, then there was Hengelo. Hengelo didn't go well, right? Like the 1500 was a little slower. The 10K, the conditions were so windy. At that point, how did you reframe your mindset to say, like, I can still medal on the track, even though like all of these performances, nothing is saying anything on paper that says amazing. You're gonna be one of the medalists in the 5K, 10K. So how did you think about your potential and chances for the Olympics after it wasn't perfect?
Yeah, it's like you know what? And most of the time, it was very hard actually. Before the party, people who doesn't know the behind the screen, it was so hard the time. It was so stressing time, even I give up the Paris or marathon or track, it doesn't matter. So
you were also dealing right with it was like the heart rate, because I listened to Tim Robury. He was explaining just sort of like there was the heart rate issues you were having, and then ultimately you just needed to take a little bit of time off, and it started to get better.
So the problem is I was training through Eugene. So in Eugene, and I didn't care. I was like every race, I was actually, even before Eugene, I did like crazy workout a day before. So I didn't know what was going on because I was like, okay, I'm going to train Truth, Eugene, everything. I want to find out myself, my shape in Hanglo. That's my big deal. And I tape 10 days before Hanglo, and I'm so excited to see where I am. So the weather was so bad, but it's still, I think it's so cold, it's windy, and I couldn't run the 10K because the wind was like, I think I'm gonna fall down if I race out of it. It's like I'm like 46, 47 kilo and 102, 103 pound. You know, the wind will just blow me up. So I didn't race Hanglo 10K. It is the wind bad. I raced the 15. It is bad. I didn't feel right. So I test. They told me I'm overtrained. I burn out actually. I burn out, and I was like. I told myself, okay, I didn't say anything. Everybody look at me. Everybody put his hat on. They was like, oh, don't tell them to Sifan. I was like, what is going on? Just tell me. I don't care. Tell me. They say, yeah, you kind of on the run of burnout. They scared to tell me I'm burnout. I was like, I just say, okay, here we go. This is the drama I'm going to have. I'm done with
There's always drama.
Yeah, I thought I'm done with this Olympic. So as an person, yeah, I can't sit down, cry, or I can just move forward. That's like I don't have any choice. Like I like you can't say, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna cry. What gonna okay? I sit down, cry that, or throw something. What I'm gonna get a benefit? I told myself, okay, this is not like I'm still alive, alhamdulillah, thanks to God. And what I'm gonna just move forward and focus on LA. It's like, just okay, this is not gonna happen. I told myself, okay, I'm gonna do 4. So it doesn't care, you know, I'm not gonna get medal. I just do 4 event. I'm gonna do 50 marathon, 5K. Before I was actually, I thought I'm gonna get medallia. I thought I'm gonna get medallia. You know, I'm just maybe focusing 3 distance because other way, like the 50, 100 is no good. But I told myself, okay, I'm gonna do 4 event. Like I just for fun because I'm not gonna get any medal. I just figured, just enjoy the race. So I go home. I was like, totally just say, okay, this is going to happen. I think because the all pressure gets out for me. I was sleeping like crazy for 2 weeks. I didn't care. Like, wake up, I don't know, 1 a.m. I was like, at 1 p.m. or something. Like, I didn't care. I didn't train. I just chill out. So after like 10 day or 2 weeks left, I did kind of just some workout. I feel totally different. So what Tim was talking, my heart could not go up. I can't go my heart high wherever I train. I didn't know that was actually my body's blocking. That's my body's telling me, no, you're overtraining, you cannot go high. My heart is over. I thought I was so sufficient with the marathon, so good at marathon. So my heart is so low. Actually, because of a burnout, the body is actually protecting himself to don't damage it. That's why it doesn't go up. So I see my heart. I did some like my repeats. So 195 and 170. I was like, okay, and I feel also very different. And I did some easy, and then I was like, I still didn't know I'm gonna race. I'm gonna get medallia. So I just go to Paris. I didn't care. I was like the chillest Olympic, the first couple until I did 5,000. The chillest Olympic. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do. They told me to announce, which I said, oh, first let me race first 5K. I'm not gonna tell before that. I just jump into 5K. I get medallia. And even when I was racing 5K, I was calculating. I was thinking about marathon. This is the pace. It feels like marathon. It feels like marathon. Oh, these people. Actually, I was really recovered. I was in shape. So imagine somebody marathon wait until the last 200 meters to sprint. I still get medal. I just almost even catch all of them because I was so late. I come from behind, and I was like, it is the first time I get bronze medal. I was so happy because I know all the problem I had, and immediately I thought, no, I'm not gonna do 50, 100 meters because I see some feature, in the medal at the marathon. I wasn't even care about 10K. I really didn't care. I was like, okay, I'm good. I have to focus on marathon. I'm good. I have to focus on marathon. So I did the 10K. I really feel, I didn't even feel so easy at marathon. I feel like I was racing 5K, but I was so mad at myself. I could go the last 400, but I waited because I was so calculated. Can you imagine you racing 10K at the Olympic, you talking to yourself, oh, this is a marathon pace, this is marathon pace. Oh, how I have to save the energy. Oh, I just go the last 100 meters. And I wait until 100 meters, and I was like, I start to sprint, and then the race was finished. I hate myself. I so angry at myself. I swear God. But luckily it's good because it's like that's the reason. Because I make some mistake at the 10K as in the marathon for 2 hours. I really use my brain more than my body. I was like everything. I told myself I don't care. I'm number 5, number 2, but I do not want to make any mistake. I want to do everything correct. See what is gonna happen.
I love that. And it's so interesting to hear how your mindset changed in real time during the Paris Olympics. I want to focus now on the 35 hours between the medal ceremony or the 10K final and then, lining up for the marathon. In the past, you've said how scared you've been before marathons and how you're crying in the morning. Different this time in Paris, the night before the Olympic marathon?
Yeah, you know what is the problem? I don't know only me or everybody. When I'm outside of the things, whatever I make goal, I think, yeah, it's possible, I can do. But when the time comes, the day is arrived, I'm the scariest person. I'm like, why I did this? And I was remember I get the medal, I was so mad at 10K also, and I was telling myself a night before we come 2 a.m. and I really thought about the 5 hours. I have to recover. I can't sleep because you have the highest, you nervous. Because you can't sleep. It doesn't matter. Everybody who race are going to take like 8 to 10 hours. Just, the energy come down. I will sleep, I think, at 4 or 5. And I was telling myself, like, why I raised the 10K and 5K. Why? And I'm telling myself also, you always do that. I'm telling no, why I did. And I wake up even for myself, why I did. And the next day I have to wake up and watch the man race. I have to learn what they're doing. Even because Paris course is also like crazy. So I have to watch what can learn from that. Because learning is the most important. And I wake up after 3 and then I want to go sleep, and then they told me go to medal ceremony. Even go to medal ceremony, I was like, why? It's like, oh God, I can't tell you. It's just, I don't know, maybe million times why word come to my heart. And I was talking to myself like a crazy person to just working in the home and just talking to myself.
So then in the race, I remember right before the Olympic marathon, I asked you on the Zoom call, I was like, so what do you think of the course? You said, I'm running the freaking Tour de France. And that's how you described how hilly and challenging the course was. So you said you watched the men's race and those guys ran fast. So what changed then in your thinking? You're like, could this be a fast race too?
So if you watch the man race, I didn't even focus on the time or if you see down here, there was everybody like shaking. I was like, oh my god, what these people do? Why they did this? So I think I don't know everybody or me. As also like if you look at some people like actually kind of almost fall down, and I'm very terrible downhill. Of course, I practice. That's the reason I overtrain also. But it's just for me. It's like the way they was suffering, the way they was struggling, and luckily, sadly, we have also our day is hotter than the marathon.
Yeah, it was hotter.
It's very hot. In marathon, you don't want to be hot. You really don't want to the days because you are like you sweat, you magnesium go down, your potassium go down, your salt is go down. You're gonna suffer. You're gonna don't want to be hot in marathon because you're gonna cook yourself. Also, the weather is cooking plus you cook.
And so the race is happening. For the first, you see the crazy hill, and you still at that point when your guys are going up that hill at what was it like 19, 20 kilometers or no, it was like 30, almost before 30 kilometers, and it was still a pack of women were ahead of you, and you had to do a little bit of extra work to catch on to them. And then after the top of the hill, when you guys are going downhill, that's where you guys decided to go and make the move. What were you thinking going up of that monster hill?
So you know what is? I watched the video, or also I saw the course before 3 months before the race. I also watched the video. That's the reason also I was overtrained, because I saw the course and I thought, oh, I'm freaking gonna race too different. So every day, and I was in Park City, like every day I go to Atlanta. One time I remember I go Atlanta, 700 kilometers, go down, and 1 week I can't even sit down and stand up. I smashed myself, and I remember team was fighting. He said, "You say to me you're gonna do the marathon also. You're gonna do the track also. But what are you focusing all? It's just the marathon thing, or just uphill, downhill. It's like you didn't see what I saw. I'm the one who racing. No, you. I'm gonna freaking the one who gonna do 42 kilometers to the France in my leg. It's not with a bike." He's like, oh my God, And I think that's the reason I was like pushing every easy run and searching for some hair go up and down. And I practice a lot. I'm really bad at downhill. So I practice a lot and I actually feel good. But before that, I think around 18K, we went to very small hilly. We go up, and when we go down, I saw the ladies shaking. I was like, that's nothing. You guys didn't see what I saw. And then in my head, I was like, okay, so this guy, I know this guy gonna struggle downhill. And we come to before also the crazy uphill, the one uphill and crazy down. Before that, around, I don't know, around something we come. The longest uphill, but it's not like long, I think almost 1 kilometer, go uphill, go down. So that also, they struggle like crazy, they struggle. So when we go to the one really style up, so I let them, because I know I'm gonna catch them, and they are so bad at downhill. So I let them go. I just say, why I waste the energy, Especially I know my heart rate when I go up here, for some reason, even if I work, my heart rate go up. I don't want to my heart rate go up for marathon, It's just that you want to keep always down because you don't want to get tired. So I let them go. I know I'm gonna catch a downhill easy, because I saw a couple times when we racing. So, and I let them go, and suddenly when I let them go up here, I just do my I actually I really want to stop work, but I don't want a media talk about that. Everybody says, oh, Sifan has a work, and then she's there, she's doing, I don't want to, like, oh, she's searching for drama or something. So I just try to move, and I let them go. When we go down here, I catch them like this, because they're scared. So I catch them, and then there you go.
Yeah. With 1 mile to go, it was fun. It was, I remember seeing it was Helen Obiri, Tigges Assefa, and you. What are you thinking with 1 mile to go? Like, you at that point, did you know I have at least a medal, but did you think I could still win?
I have kind of, as a person, for some reason, I don't know, the first couple, like 35 kilometers, 36 kilometers, my brain is everywhere. I hear my name. It always happened to me. I always everywhere. That's why sometimes behind, sometimes whatever. So everywhere I hear my name, I know what to do. I think of why I'm doing this, how I'm gonna do, how can I continue. So I just everything. But the last couple kilometers, I can focus like crazy. So I was focusing so much the last mile. I don't think about winning or losing. I'm gonna so hard. I think I'm also I'm the one who raised 5'10". I was so tired, but so focused. I think my brain talk over my body. Just say brain, just do, because I also angry at myself. They think I was really punishing myself. So I think my brain is so scared of me. Oh, she's gonna kill me. She's gonna punish me. I have to win. I have to find out to win to get rid of her or something, because I was so mad at myself. I would sitting already in the stress for 10K. I was hating myself. I think no, I have to make this lady to win. I think my brain is I have to make her to win. Otherwise she gonna punish me.
So when your brain is telling you all of that and you're focused on that, 250 meters to go, the push or the whatever happens with Tigges Assefa, do you wake up and then you basically sprinted from there. What happened there in your head?
So like I told you, I was so focused like crazy, and I was so focused, and for some reason also I'm so grateful nothing drama happened.
Yeah.
When she come, so I kind of already suspect 1 kilometer or something, one, I think around 1 mile ago, and I wanna go past or run next to her. I always come. She always like something weird. I thought she's so fast. I can't match her cadence. So whenever I always go run, I wanna run next to her. She always come and it's kind of like blocking me. But I didn't know that she's blocking me. I thought she's so fast. I can't match her cadence. I hear, no, this lady is so good. She's so fast. She's full of energy. So I'm not matching her cadence. Let's stay behind her. And the thing, I know she's trying to block me the last 300 meters. Because I like before that I try like the last 300 meters or 400, I try to go and I see immediately she's blocking me because you just go that way, she come this way, and I told myself, oh, let her forget, and I immediately pass her. So when I like already next to her, she come to me, I like push it, and I was like, oh no way, I was like, you have to survive, you know, I was like, go back, get away from me. And I can't tell you, I wake up. I don't know. Somebody like you are just focused on one thing. Somebody shock you, like shock, like something shocked me out. Like I was like this, and from shock, I almost actually the last 100 meters I get dizzy, and I tell myself I was looking around her. I tell myself, no, calm down, just cross the line. I was like, no, calm down, breathe, relax, and calm down, and just look at herself. And I just look at her, and I just want to cross. I actually kind of from shock, I ran through somewhere, you know. I didn't even focus where in the finish. Like, oh my God, what I'm doing.
You hit the finish.
She woke me up.
And then you cross the finish line. It's over. You won all 3 events. Done. You don't have to do any more running. What was the feeling crossing the finish line, knowing, okay, you did it?
I remember I crossed the finish line. Well, one thing I was like, I just want to lie down. Everybody ran to. I didn't care. I finished, so I just want to have a minute to have like enjoy the time. I feel like having, you know, when I finish the cross line, and they ran to me to hug me and like leave me alone. I want to touch the ground, you know, lie down, say, oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. And like, you know, somebody who missed some, I don't know, chocolate or something for almost a year they didn't have it, one they have it, like I feel like that is so good. It's just so good. I just sit down. I remember I was like, I getting dizzy, leave me alone, because they come to me, they hug me, I like, you know, I just first so feel good. I lie down, I was so feel good, and after a couple minutes, I realized, oh my God, I'm done, and I start shouting.
All right, so if we go back to thinking about the London Marathon, you're going to face a lot of the same women again. You know, Helen Obiri is doing Boston, Tigges Assefa's in the field, Paris Jepchirchir's in the field. Everyone is calling it the greatest field in history. And Ruth Chepngetich is back in the race, this time now as the world record holder. When you see all those names on paper, what are you starting to think about when it comes to how the race might play out?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, people focus on, these people, this lady, who you don't know who gonna win, or so maybe somebody. But most of the time, like, I'm really behind, so I wanna back. I'm really, it's good sometimes. I hope I don't get injured. If I don't get injured, it's good, because when I get stressed, I will like always find out. I don't know, for some reason, my brain will find out to get in shape, because it's like, you know, sometimes stress is not bad. If it's no long term, like 10 years, but short stress, actually, your brain gets sick of it. Sometimes people use drug to hide the stress, but if you leave the stress for your work for short time, it make way out. You're gonna get better, actually. So I'm really stressed. I hope I don't injure myself by training hard, but I am like, I really don't know, because I look at sometimes video on Instagram, you know, in social media, when people show me, and I don't really do that much social media. So it's like crazy. They are really in shape. I'm freaking heavy, and not yet.
But you're back at work. Yeah.
I'm
Just
really
before this call, you did what, 10 miles right before this?
I did like, yeah, I did around 10 miles. So I'm back at work, but I'm still really so far back. Like, I think maybe if I win, I was so grateful. And like, okay, I will take 5 months, 6 months off, still I win. I will be like the happiest person on earth.
Of all those names and all these women you've faced in the marathon, who's the toughest, like the competitor to beat? You've beaten all of them, right? In Chicago and in the Paris Olympics and in London. But who gives you the hardest time?
Oh my God, I really, who gave me? Actually, I think Obiri. I'm scared. I don't know, for some reason I'm scared of Obiri. Even Paris, I thought Obiri gonna win. I swear God, I thought, because she always wins. Chicago, like New York is kind of close to Paris. So we can take New York. I thought, whoever the great in New York, they're gonna win in the Paris. I thought I already give medal to Obiri, the gold. So I'm scared of Obiri. The rest. Maybe because of like Obiri also, if you are with her in 200 meters, because I race with her 5K, and I know she's best if you are with her the last 200 meters, even she raced 5K, but she has crazy kick. But I think maybe that's the reason, we have history with her. I get most of the time nervous of Obiri, and if you are with her the last 200 meters, it's so hard to beat her. But most of the time, because they are crazy, they are very good. But if they don't break me before 200, 400, 200 meters, I think I always have kind of confidence. But they are still like, they are beasts. It's becoming like, the female becomes like crazy strong, man. I'm kind of proud of them, but I'm also scared. I don't really specifically have one name, unless Obiri. And I don't know, maybe in the future, like Faith is.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what's going to happen when Faith steps up to the marathon?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think she will be one of the good also. If you see me, I come from track or Biri, and then why not her then?
Yeah. When Ruth runs 209.56, my brain is still trying to process that. I think a lot of people are that same way. Like, how did that happen? Like, I didn't think that this was going to happen in 2024. And you're someone who, you already said, I think in your press conference before London, you were like, that's great. Like, it motivates, people to get faster. You beat Ruth in Chicago. What do you think that says about your potential for the future? Maybe not on the next marathon that you're going to go out and run 209, but does it start to get you curious about the world record potential?
Yeah, when she ran a 2.9, honestly, the same to me. I thought, I remember Tim showed me. I was like, I feel like I was watching a number. I was like, this is just a number. So my brain couldn't even process, because it's just very hard. So if you see somebody running 211, you suspect, or maybe they are close. So you never, as human being, we don't suspect that jump. And I did it. I thought, okay, it's a number, Even the 211 was people shocked. But for me, it does really no matter. But it's like, as long that is possible. It doesn't matter how they do. I don't care. People say because of that, because of shoe, because of or whatever. Just as long a female heart is strong, it just give me confidence. Maybe it take long time. I have to train harder and longer. It's possible. That's it. So it's also, I'm so grateful also. They did now than when I'm like already retired 20 years later. I was like, oh, I should done this because of the shoe, because I don't want to complain about that. I just want to cry right now,
I love your attitude to competition and how the sport has evolved and changed. And you're like, you've accomplished all this stuff at the championships. You have all the medals. And then the definition of fast, or what is fast, just continues to change. And you're like, it's good. And like, I like doing that. What does that sort of do for you? Does it keep your job? Your job is to run and to train hard. Does that keep it interesting every year? Everyone's getting better, so my job is also to get better.
Yeah, I think it's also for everybody. Don't the people most of the time sitting there. So you see in the future, I think two people. One, they get really crazy. The other, they get worse. I think it's not gonna be for like balance because some people say, oh, it's drug, everything. So it's not good for okay, whatever. Say drug. Okay, if somebody do the drug, why you not do without drugs? Maybe take whatever, work hard. It's like it's human body. People always complain because drug, because of shoe, because of technology. Okay, why? Like it's possible for human body. If other did it with a technology, shoe or whatever, you train hard and you do that. So it's like if you always focus on negative, and you're not gonna get better because if it is like running is very hard. It's very hard, especially being pro. If you focus always because of this, because of that, once you start, I start my repeat when I start. The first mile repeat when I do 4 mile or whatever 5. It's the first mile after one. I do one. I say no way I'm gonna finish. I swear God, every workout, no way I'm gonna. But I still actually the last I run fast. So as if you are focused on because of this, once it get harder, you say, these people, because they use this, because of that, they run fast, and you just go to home. You're not going to work hard. But if you believe, I think maybe if you believe, no, everybody is clean, everybody, what, if they do something, they're going to cut over, or they're going to feel guilty. Or you don't see the long career. You don't see really the athlete consistent for 10 years. They go maybe up, smash. That's terrible. You want to be longer, You want to be longer. You don't want to have confidence that. You want to have, because if you bring, as hard worker, you bring that, it's going to stay there for a long time. It's like, why have to focus always on negative? Just in this smashing yourself. So for me, it is good wherever. I don't care how they did it, do it. And I know it is possible. And it's possible, like, I swear God, I remember 1,500 meters, long time ago, an athlete, I don't want to mention, an athlete ran very fast. Everybody say, it's because of this, because that was 2014. Because of that, because I remember I walked to my old coach, Honore Hood, I said to Honore, I know people say this, but I will run faster than this time without it. Without that. It's possible. If human do that, back then I was young, so I have the attitude. So and imagine Faith is running now 3:57. So they just assuming somebody do this, do that. Okay, we say 99% athlete doing something, but 1% they are clean, right? We don't know 100%. What if the 1% is right? So why I have to waste my energy, destroy? I don't care about. I don't want to beat your time. I wanna see as a Sifan how far that she can go. I don't also want to go back in 20 years. I know it is possible, but in 20 years, I should done that. Or as some of athletes, they say, because of the shoe, because of this, I don't want to that happen. If you look at the 4 minutes mile, they say, mankind will die if he goes forward. But how many man is going now? So it is good too. I'm sure if the guy 150 years ago, 120 years ago, he's alive now, he will jealous on this. He would jealous. He say, I should believe back then. So to me, I want to believe that athlete is clean. I don't care, but I don't. For some reason, I can't. Even if unless I show my eye, my brain can't process athlete did this or do that. Maybe because I'm so curious about myself. I want to go so hard. I want to believe everybody's doing hard. Everybody work. It is possible. I want to believe it is possible, so I can work hard. She made my life easy, actually, Ruth. People always like, I say, I don't care. Leave me alone. I don't want to focus on it.
So one of the big things is you want to explore just what your limits and your potential are. And you, at the end of last year, I think you said one of your goals in the future, not this year, is to run 4 marathons in 1 year just to see how well you can do. So I wanted to throw some ideas at you, and you tell me what you think if this is something that interests you. So first one is Eliud Kipchoge said that his goal was to win all 6 of the marathon majors. that one's getting tougher now for him. Depends on all his plans, whatever. You already won 2. How do you feel about the 6? But then also now the majors, they're going to extend to like 8 or 9, I think, of them. Do you think you could win, in 2028, by 2028, all 9 World Marathon majors?
Or become none, so that people have problem with me now. They add it because when it's my time. Well, okay.
So you already have London and you have Chicago. Then you're missing Boston, New York, what else? Tokyo, Berlin, and then they just added Sydney. So that's 5 more to go. And then Cape Town and Shanghai, I think, are the 2 that they're going to add in the future.
So they already add 1 or they already add 2?
So now it's 7.
But before it was 5, right?
It was 6. Before it was 6, now it's 7, and then there's 2 more coming soon.
So I should maybe run past these 6, and I say I win all major marathon, or it's gonna count also the rest when they're gonna add.
If by 2028, I think there'll be 9.
So what if I run by 2026? I finish all the 6. It gonna count, or people gonna say,
hey,
no?
You know what? Oh, so you said okay. Well, I think maybe now there's 7. So I think do the original 6. Try and win the original 6. Elliot hasn't done it yet.
I mean, okay, if I do 6, 7, now 7, right?
Yeah.
2026 or end of 2027, if I finish all the 6, all the 7, so it count, or they're gonna say to me?
They're gonna say you got 2 more coming, and you got to do the next 2.
Okay, then I waited. Then okay, I just wait until 9.
All right, so you do want to do all 9 someday.
Yeah.
All right. The new thing in 2025 is the Grand Slam track.
Thank you.
And so they have Grand Slam track coming in 2025, and they have the groups and a lot of money, a lot of prize money, $100,000 for first place. You got to run the 2 events in one weekend. So there's the short distance group runs 8:15, long distance group runs 3K, 5K. My idea is you do one of the Grand Slam meets, but you do all 4 events in one weekend. So it's 8, 15, 3K, 5K. What do you think?
If that's great, but if you talk to them and they will give me very good parent money, then it's okay, no problem.
So if the appearance fee is good, you're in.
Yeah, it's okay, no problem. As long as they pay very well, because I have to go to US. I have to do 800. Come on, I didn't even raise 800 for a long time. So I have to put all from marathon jump to 800. So I need really good parents' money to tell my brain here to go. It's not so hard money,
But what about just one? All right, so then if you do the 3K, 5K, that sounds easy to you.
Yeah, but this is not interesting,
So it's all 4 or nothing.
That's enough,
I love it. Well, Sifan, thank you so much for doing this. It was so great to catch up, and I'm so excited for. You always bring drama to the races, so I don't know what the drama is going to be in London, but you make things interesting. You make everyone excited to watch, and so I'm looking forward to the next couple months.
Thank you. I hope, one time without no drama, also drama in London, maybe it's not drama, it's drama also, Thank you so much. I really appreciate this great talk, and I hope you get a lot of it.
Yeah.